This is my second week since I had my implants put in. It's crazy. You're going to see my before shots and the after shots. It's like night and day. Point number one for the bad, if you want to call them bad. I'm still kind of getting used to talking because I'm only 2 weeks out. We're just put in 2 weeks ago from today. It does take a little time to get used to having, it feels weird to have a full mouth, a full set of teeth in my mouth at this point because I didn't think I would. And I was dreading the fact of dentures, didn't want those, wasn't going to suffer another 10 months or a year until I could work up to getting my permanent teeth. But here, they're done. They're teeth that you, for years, didn't have. Now you have them. So getting used to chew again. The swelling, as you can see, is going down. That really wasn't an issue if you listen to what they say. You ice, ibuprofen, and it's only going to get easier from here on out. Number one, for the good. They were like, Scott, you have a double bone infection, both upper and lower. And I lost 40 pounds, went from eating 6 meals a day to a half a sandwich at 5 or 6 p.m. That just wasn't enough. I came here and found this out through the professionals, and they saved my life. Plain and simple, they saved my life. The double bone infection, upper and lower, was slowly killing me. Bacteria got into my system. I was sick all the time. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't leave the house. And those people, you know what I'm talking about, that are missing teeth and are going through the same thing, it may not be as drastic as a double bone infection, but if they can clear a double bone infection up and still do these implants for me, they can definitely take care of you as well. So for me, saving my life was the best thing that ever happened to me. Having a beautiful smile will allow me to live again. Bad number two, you have to start out for the first 4 months with soft food. But for me, like I said, I had a double bone infection, so I wasn't eating anything. I went from 265 to 225. I wasn't healthy. I wasn't happy. I was miserable. And those of you that are dealing like what I was dealing with, we couldn't eat. We didn't digest properly. And in just 4 months, you can eat baby back ribs. You could eat chicken wings. You could eat a T-bone steak. You could eat anything you want. And for those of us that have suffered, the last thing I wanted to hear was, yeah, we got 10 months of yanking your teeth, and then you got to heal. And then we're going to give you these temporary dentures, and then we'll put your permanents in. I had enough suffering. You can find out tomorrow if you're a candidate. I was just sitting there waiting for my appointment to get checked, and there's folks having the surgery. There's folks getting prepared for the surgery tomorrow, and there's some folks that are still thinking about it. So wherever you fall in that category, it's better than sitting on your couch and watching life go by like I did for 3 years and suffer, because that's no way to live. It's no way to live. Do you have to make some sacrifices? A little bit in the beginning, but is it worth it? I'd say so. Point number two, for the good. They take the stress. They take that burden from you, so you're not alone. I'm not alone sitting in that house watching life go by anymore. I was met with amazing front desk staff, the doctors, the nurses, from A to Z. They just made the whole experience. And like I said before, I was truly mortified the way I looked. And you'll see. I mean, I'm going to show the world, so we're not hiding nothing here. And Dr. Ashar just stopped in, opened the door, and said, Scott, how are you doing? And to me, that speaks volumes, because you're not just a number. You're not just, a dollar. You're a human being, and they care how you feel. He wanted to see how I looked. He told me, yeah, that double jaw infection, it was pretty intense, but we got it. And that's why I chose to get these done here, because, you get what you pay for. I can't say enough about them. From walking in to walking out, it's just changed my life completely. And now I'm ready to live life. Does it cost a little bit? It costs a little bit, but it's comparable to the rest. But the point is they're very transparent. You know from your very first consult what it's going to cost you, what you need to go through, and they actually take you step by step through the whole process. They help get you qualified with financing. Go to the link below. Look at their free guide Nuvia put together. They're very transparent about everything. You're going to know when you walk out of here what it's going to cost you to get a permanent set of teeth in 24 hours. And everyone else runs you around. They just, you know, they get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. No, I want to know now whether it's going to be an option or not. So that's the one thing I loved about Nuvia is their transparency. So just pick up the phone, make an appointment, come in and see where you stand. And it's going to change your life. You can't put a price on your smile. And point number 3 for the good. The last point I want to make, and this was a deal breaker for me, and I have 15, 20 appointments, get my teeth pulled, sit at home, you know, chewing food with my gums like I have before. I wanted these teeth, and I wanted them in 24 hours. And that's exactly what I got. I got these permanent teeth in one day, 24 hours. I don't know about you, but going from my before picture to my after picture was done in a day. It's amazing. And like I said, the teeth in 24 hours was the big selling point for me. I didn't have to suffer for another year, 10 months, whatever, with no teeth. I could get them done in one day, 24 hours. It's a miracle. And I couldn't be happier. And like I said, we're 2 weeks in. So stay tuned because I will be back. And you're going to see me again. And like they tell me here, onward and upward. Start today. Start tomorrow. Get here. Well, guys, let me tell you this. If you're still on the fence, take that first step. It took me 8 months. I'm going to be honest with you. It took me 8 months just to come in here because I was nervous. I thought I was in such bad shape that I wouldn't be able to have this procedure done. It'll be the best move you've ever made. Trust me, it's one of the best moves I've ever made. Because I can't wait to show you what's coming. And you're going to be the same way. You're going to be like, you know what? Let's get out of the house. I'm not embarrassed anymore. So while you have the opportunity, take it. That's my advice to you.